Kvaser Air Bridge is a point-to-point radio-based data link that operates in the 2.4 GHz band like many other wireless devices. The Air Bridge is a CAN system bridge that can be used to transfer messages wirelessly between two CAN systems. Air Bridge employs special features to make it a robust radio link. Although in most situations it functions very well, there are ways to optimize performance, rules of thumb that may be considered. Rule number 1. Minimize distance between units while keeping line of sight. Keep the distance between the Air Bridge units short, if possible. And make sure that they are in line of sight of each other. Otherwise, the radio signal will be weakened, limiting the Air Bridge's reach. Try to avoid having obstacles very close to the line of sight path. 2. Align units with each other. Ensure that the Air Bridge units are mounted parallel to each other. In most cases, when the line of sight path is horizontal, the Air Bridge should be positioned vertically. Where the Air Bridge units are placed at a height that is greater than the distance between them, try to tilt them. 3. Keep away from walls. Maximize distance between the Air Bridge units and nearby vertical structures, such as walls. If possible, position the Air Bridge units so that signals reflected in these structures will have less impact on the transmissions. Not all walls will cause interference reflections, as seen in this situation involving a corner. 4. Optimize Air Bridge unit heights. Radio signals reflected in the ground are important, but generally cannot be avoided. Whilst you can't change ground reflections, you may be able to alter the height of the Air Bridge units, which can even result in a positive impact on the transmission. In theory, and depending on the distance between units, an antenna height that accords with the red line in the graph would be worth experimenting with. The recommended heights can be applied for distances above 10 meters between Air Bridge units in order to obtain best performance in outdoor use. For indoor use, the same recommendations apply. Ceilings can also cause reflections, but generally this only merits consideration when the line of sight distance is greater than 6 times the ceiling height. If you require tailored advice on this topic, please contact Kvaser Support. 5. Reduce interference from other emitters. Other equipment that uses the 2.4 GHz band should not normally interfere with Air Bridge. Should you have doubts, you could try temporarily turning them off, or try to place the Air Bridge unit further away from the suspected source of interference. Note that microwave ovens and motors may also emit energy that interferes with radio devices. 6. Adjust location or heights. There may be locations where the signal level is weakened due to interference caused by reflected radio signals in ground, floor, walls, and ceiling, so-called multi-path interference. This can be overcome by slightly changing the location of one of the Air Bridge units, or both.